and send notification. Next demo, please. So we'll use the same application, the store catalog application, the retail application. So in the data tab is where I'll go and configure the data source. I have a new list created called test list. In that I'm going to get data from Cloudant and show it here. So to configure, you see the right side button called Cloudant configuration. So this information is available from the Cloudant service. So this is the Cloudant dashboard from where I can get the information for configuring with Cloudant. So I collect this information from the Cloudant and configure it with your application here. Next, for push service, I enable the push service and I need the app ID and the app URL there. So in the push service, I get a console where I can go and select the configuration tab. In that, the mobile options where I will get the app route and the app ID, which I'm going to give here in order to configure this application to work with my service on Bluemix, the push notification service. So once this is done, I'm going to rebuild the app, compile the application, open the application in Android Studio. So here you see, in the onCreate method, you can see the wrapper, right? Push, Bluemix push wrapper code. So that is the configuration points for the push service with this application. And also you can see the Cloudant Syncer Factory. So this is how I'm configuring this service to work with the other services. So it's all generated for you. Okay, now I have a bigger emulator. I'll show you the application. So the store catalog application, now I'll go to my list, which is the test list, which I just created. Okay, I can see my data now. Now let's send push notification. So I have a new version of this application. I want to tell my users, please get the new version. So I'll go to the push notification service console. From the console, I can send notifications. It's just typing there the message text and clicking on the send button, you'll be able to receive the notifications. So let me send a notification asking my users to upgrade the application. Okay, there I go. I got the notification on the device, right? So I started with a template application and showed you how quick you can build a real application, then connect with other services to engage your users and to show real data on your device. This is just the basic starting point, right? You can do much more with this. You can connect with other services on Bluemix and then you can build really engaging cognitive apps. We also have an option in the mobile app builder to configure with mobile first platform. Mobile first platform is a middleware product which is available both on-prem and on the cloud as a service. So you can configure your application to work with the mobile first platform and you can get the rich security capabilities, application management, live update, all these features in your mobile application quickly out of the box without having to do much of coding. You can get the client-side security, the server-side security, the live update that is updating my application directly without going through the app store, and these features you can get pretty quickly. Also, you can build cognitive apps. You might have attended the Watson session where you had that insurance use case with image recognition. Also, you had a use case for tone analyzer. You may build applications like chat application, right? The customer support application, where I want to analyze the tone of my end user, and if he's really angry, then I want to provide him some offers. So I use tone analyzer and push notification, and then I can tell my users to other customer representatives to analyze the tone, and based on how angry my customer is and how important that customer is for me, I can send him some rewards. Such kind of interesting use cases you can build with starting with the mobile application and integrating with other services on Bluemix. I hope you'll all try this out and give us feedback. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tejaswini. I think this really sounds very easy, and I'm personally going to go back and try my hands on it. So, one thing I would like to know on behalf of our developers is that we talked about the ease of client-side application development using mobile app builder, but I'm sure mobile application development is so much more, right? So, what kind of capabilities we have from an end-to-end mobile application development? Could you take us through that?
Okay, thanks for asking. So this what I showed is the client-side application, right? So you develop the client-side, you get the APK, the binaries or the source code on your device. We also have a set of capabilities on the server side, which we call backend as a service, the MBAS services for mobile. We have push notification, which I showed in the demo, Cloud End, which I showed in the demo. Also, we have mobile client access. For example, you want to build applications to configure security with your Facebook or Google logins. You can do that using MCA. Also, we have mobile first platform, which can be easily configured from the app builder. So these are the capabilities we have on the server side. Also, from an end-to-end perspective, we have third-party services for testing available on Bluemix. So you can start with ideation to testing, development, everything covered with the services available on Bluemix.
This is cool. This is really great. So thanks, Tejaswini.
Thanks.
So I think great demos and great discussions that we've had, and I think you've seen some of the coolest capabilities in this session. I'm sure you are getting itchy to go back and try your hands on it. By the way, how many of you have seen the drone selfie demo in the expo zone? Wow, I think most of you have seen it. So this is pretty exciting, and people who have not seen it, Jeff, you want to just talk about it?
So what we had in the drone selfie demo, right? So it was actually using another device for controlling the drone, right? So the drone is actually being controlled through Bluemix. So you can send commands like take off and land and all this stuff. Plus another key interesting point was it was actually being controlled by a device called Emotive that actually reads your facial gestures, right? So you can actually have facial gestures like maybe raising the bro to take the drone off. So what would actually happen is you raise the bro, that translates into an command and goes to the Watson IoT platform, and then that actually sends the command back to the drone to take off. So there are various possibilities, like people who are physically challenged, right? So where they can use this particular device to maybe make them do all their day-to-day activities, right? So that is what this particular use case can do. A lot of possibilities for this.
That's
particular
great.
thing.
I hope I can fly my car someday, using these capabilities. So how do you get future ready? Because future is coming faster to you than you can think of. Go get a device for yourself. You all have smart mobiles in your hands today. There are devices available in the market for as low as $5. You get a Bluemix account, it's available to you free of cost for 30 days trials. Get your hands on these cool capabilities, use our starter kits and all those things, and boom, you're already there. With that, we are done, and we are ready for the Q&A session.
Excellent, team. So you talked about IoT applications in automotive. How is it being adopted in other areas?
Thanks, audience, for the question, and I'm sure our virtual audience is also posting, tweeting questions. So, Jeff, you want to take that one?
So IoT has now touched almost all the industries, right? So of course I did talk about the automotive one, but now even IBM has offerings for each of this industry, right? Like we have IoT for automotive, we have even solutions for IoT for insurance, IoT for retail, and the most recent one, IoT for agriculture as well, right? So that is where the whole thing is going on IoT.
Absolutely, and I think IoT is touching our lives in everyday, day-to-day life. So whether that's about consumer appliances, your refrigerator ordering the milk when it is over, or your connected car, which Jeff's talked about, or for an enterprise like an insurance company, thinking about how they can leverage the data coming from the connected home or the connected cars to give better policies to the end users. All it's impacting everyday life. So I hope we answered your question.
Another question that we had is, how would you summarize Swift at IBM?
Vidya, the question goes to you.
So, as a developer, I would think to start from the client side to the server side and all connect all the dots. So, if you talk about the client side, people think that I don't have a Mac, how do I get started? You have Swift Sandbox to write your code on any browser. On the server side, I just want to put my code, which I write in Swift on the server side. We have the Kitura, which gives you the HTTP thing. We have Swift runtimes. And also, you have a bunch of opportunities to write your package catalogs. So the whole story is stitched up. That's what I call it as Swift at IBM.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. The next question, please. Do we have more questions?
Final question from the audience. Okay. If I have already developed a mobile app on my computer, how can I still leverage your platform?
So, Tejaswini, you want to take it up?
So if you have already built your mobile application using Mobile First Platform Foundation product, you can easily leverage that on Bluemix because it's the same product which is available on Bluemix. You can download the SDKs, follow the steps, and easily get started in few minutes. And from licensing point of view also, we have like bring your own license where you can bring the same license and use it on the cloud. So if it's not a mobile first app and if you have already a mobile application built, then also you can use the mobile first capabilities by adding our client SDKs, using our APIs or using the REST APIs. You can connect to the server and you can use the security, API management, analytics, push, and all the capabilities what we have in mobile first.
Great. So thank you, Tejaswini. And I heard it was the final question. I hope there are no more questions. And in the interest of time, maybe we'll just close with a simple sentence that we had a great time at this conference, and we really thank you for participating, for spending this day with us. And the expo zone is still open for another one and a half hours, I guess. So there's a great music performance. Kalyan is going to speak to us, just after us. So be there for some more time and stay connected. Thank you so much.